It's huge 3 points for a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there after beating a side which goes by the names of, I'm sorry for really putting 3, let me change it. After beating a side which goes by the names of Aston Villa by 1-0 in there. This is what a team that needs to qualify for the Champions League needs to do. Even after a very big loss against a team which goes by names of Liverpool, you just have to go on and capitalize on your mistakes and come in here and really get a well-deserved win like Arsenal did in there for you. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Click the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video into this channel. But we are all fired up in here because Arsenal has really gone ahead to win, and I know what Arsenal fans are going through right about now. In the 30th minute, it was a Bukayo Saka strike that saw Arsenal go ahead, and since then Aston Villa didn't respond. That gave Arsenal a very big lead in there. So big 3 points for Arsenal. They're now at 54 points and United is at 50 in there, and they're now 4 points ahead of Manchester United in there, and that shows you that they've really sealed the top 4 position in there. Remember, they still have a game in hand. That should be in your mind. Arsenal still has a game in hand, and they are really looking better and great. They look great, especially keeping clean sheets. Amidst Aaron Ramsdale having a hip injury and Bernard Ledo came in to replace him, guess what happened? They kept a clean sheet again, and Aston Villa couldn't go past them. And Bukayo Saka getting that strike for Arsenal really made Mikel Arteta to tell his players that please observe our defense and don't let any stupid error come in here so that we concede in there. So it shows you how good Arteta has mastered his art of play at Arsenal and in the Premier League, because what keeps a team going is it keeping clean sheets. That means if if you really average a goal per game, and you average a clean sheet you average 2 clean sheets per 3 games, that means you are sure that you're going to get 9 out of 12 points. That is not something bad. And let me give you the full perspective of the entire season. Each team plays 38 games. Just imagine a team winning 19 games. That puts it at 54 points in there for you. And if at all they manage to win some other 5 or 6, it shows you that they can elevate to 70 points in there. That's what Arsenal has really gone ahead to do. Arsenal has kept its 13th clean sheet, I might say, because they kept a clean sheet against Leicester City. Before they played Leicester, they had 11 clean sheets. And after playing Leicester, they played Liverpool. They lost 2-0, but they came back big and better. And I told people who watched my post-match reaction after that game of Liverpool when Arsenal was beaten 2-0, I told people that what is really going to make the result of Liverpool saddening is when Arsenal doesn't get 3 points from a game of Aston Villa. And guess what happened? They've come here at Aston Villa, at Villa Park, they've got 3 points, and they're now placed 4 points ahead of Manchester United. What does that show you? That the impact of Liverpool is not going to be felt. That loss of Liverpool, no Arsenal fan is going to feel it, because Arsenal has gone ahead to win this game of Aston Villa. Now, after winning against Villa, Arsenal are now 4th, and they are very much comfortable in there because they have a game in hand. Secondly, a team that Arsenal lost to still has to play against Manchester United. And for them, they are unlucky. That is Manchester United. They are unlucky because they are traveling to Anfield. They are traveling to Anfield. That's where that game of football is going to take place. It shows you that it's going to be a very hard game for Manchester United, because Liverpool aren't a soft nut to crack. They are really a very heavy team to beat. But you never know what might happen in there, because one of the big rivalries into the English football is between Manchester United and Liverpool, because Liverpool have won 19 Premier League trophies or league trophies, and United have 20. And this is the only chance Manchester United have to stop a side which goes by the names of Liverpool to win this. And how do they do it? They have to beat them at Anfield, something that I find very hard for Manchester United to go away at Anfield and get those 3 points in there for you. Though Arsenal still has Tottenham Hotspur, and United beat Tottenham Hotspur, something that I believe Arsenal will come in and beat Tottenham Hotspur. And I saw Arteta coming out and really complain about the fixture, and he was right maybe, because when you look at the way they really rearrange these games, Arsenal is coming back to play Crystal Palace on the 4th of April. On the 9th in the midweek, on the 9th, they'll go in and play Brighton. They play Southampton on 16th. On 20th, they play Chelsea, and they play Manchester United, and they play West Ham later. So there are these 3 games. Arsenal is playing Chelsea on the 20th, that is in the midweek. That's going to be a Wednesday, I think. Then comes Sunday, Arsenal will play Manchester United at Emirates, and they play away at West Ham. So you see, those games are really crucial for a side of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, because when you look at them, really, they're really season deciding. But that won't stop Arsenal from really bossing these other teams like Manchester United, because the inconsistency of Manchester United has led Arsenal to really go to that level. Because when the season was starting, no one really gave Manchester United a chance to be where they give Arsenal a chance to be where they are. Everyone thought that Arsenal was fighting to finish 5th or 6th, so that they go into the UEFA Europa League. But guess what? Arsenal has turned things around, and Arsenal is fighting and looking ahead to go into the Champions League, and they're into the 4th position, running that very, very well. Something that most of us never even expected. But we reached December, Arsenal looked like they had gotten back to their winning ways in there, and they've continued to do that, and they really look like a team that no one can touch on, especially those teams that are below them. That is Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, and very many others. When we go to this game, Arsenal really showed some balls today, because they really put up a fight, and this is something that a player who goes by the names of, a team which goes by the Manchester United fail to know, that when you are really playing a team like, when you are really playing teams that are below you, you have to go and give them a beating, something that Manchester United failed to come up and do. But Arsenal has really beaten each and every team that is below it, and that shows that it has, or it's favorite to go in for the top 4. No reason can someone give for Arsenal not to be in top 4, because I support Manchester United, as you see him here in front of camera, but I really believe that United have not done enough to be into that 4th spot. Genuinely speaking, I would like Manchester United to be into the top 4, but they can't, because they have played their cards wrongly. They've played their cards wrongly. They play their cards wrongly. Look at Arsenal, the way they play. I saw them today in the midfield. That is Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. Amidst Granit Xhaka making that stupid foul on, is it Buendia? I think he really had a very good game. He ran the midfield. You get Douglas Luiz, Maguire, and Coutinho, a former Liverpool player, couldn't really dominate the midfield. Arsenal was all over them. They couldn't allow them to really attack. However much they tried to attack, Arsenal really had to stop them in there. The only clear chance I saw they got was that shot that deflected off the post, the lower bottom post of the goal. But Arsenal had really run all over them. Arsenal was all over them. So to me, I really believe that these are 3 big points for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, and they're really going to celebrate them, I really believe, because when you see the scenes after this game, Arsenal fans were so much celebrant after this result, because they know what it means. They are 3 points ahead of Manchester United, and they just need to get a point in that game of Spurs. You get that game they have in hand. I told people that the calculation is simple for Arsenal. Arsenal had 4 games in hand. You get? I told people that Arsenal just needs to get 2 wins. You get? And get 1 other point. That means there will be 6 points, all 7, ahead of Manchester United. Now, Arsenal has so far gotten 2 out of 3. They have 2 wins out of 3. They've lost to Liverpool, and no one can blame Arsenal for losing to Liverpool, because everyone is going to lose to Liverpool. You get? And Arsenal have gone ahead to win 2, and they're only left with 1 game in hand. And trust me, Arsenal is going to come in here and win that game. Arsenal will beat Spurs. I'm 100% sure Arsenal is going to go ahead and beat Spurs, because Spurs is not a team you are going to trust. Spurs will come up and beat Man City, and the next game they'll go out at Brighton, and they got beaten. That is Spurs in there for you. So you can't trust Spurs in there. And Arsenal, and the urgency and the desire they have, they are going to beat Spurs. And after being level with Manchester United on the same number of games, Arsenal is expected to be 7 points ahead of Manchester United, and United can't level that. Even if they go ahead and beat Arsenal at Emirates, they'll be 4 points behind Arsenal, and Arsenal has laid it very clear that it's a consistent team. Consistency is what rides them to what they are right now. They are looking like a team that is so much used to one another. These players look like they have been playing together for a very long time, yet this team has just been composed in there. When you look at that team, Ben White is a newcomer, Aaron Ramsdale is a newcomer, Tomiyasu is a newcomer, Odegaard was here in January, but it looks like he's a newcomer. But all of them are really playing very well. Look at Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli not playing today in there because he's ill. That shows you that he's having COVID-19. He's ill, but his impact against Liverpool was missed into this game. You get, but however much he was missed, Emily Smith-Rowe came up and represented. He played very well to an extent that they took Saka off the pitch, the goal scorer, because he never had any other impact to this game after scoring that goal. And they left Emily Smith-Rowe to that pitch. You get? So, players at Arsenal are so much eager. And remember, they are promised £500,000 per player if at all Arsenal qualifies for the Champions League. And this shows you that this is a turning point for Arsenal, because Arsenal never got in the players they wanted because they are not in the Champions League. And trust me, Arteta's beauty is he goes in for players who are not expensive but have the quality to be top class players. Look at Ramsdale. When he was at Sheffield in the Championship, who thought that Ramsdale was going to come in here and displace Bernard Leno, and after displacing Bernard Leno was going to be one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League? Because right now in the Prem, when I talk about the best goalkeepers, Aaron Ramsdale comes in there. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. That was even uttered out by the manager of Leicester City, that Aaron Ramsdale is one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. For him, he never said even he's one of the best. He said he's the best. He's ahead of David De Gea, ahead of Alisson and Ederson. That's what he said. So that shows you that Arsenal really has a dream. When you look at all the players that we have brought into, Arteta has brought him in here and they're doing well. So Arsenal is going to go in, if at all they qualify for the Champions League, something that I think they've sealed today. Arsenal will go in and get in players, and Arsenal is really going to be a challenger for top 4 for the next 3 or 4 seasons, because Mikel Arteta is here to stay. Rumors coming in saying that PSG want him. He cannot leave this project because he has been given the authority and he has really thrown away all the egos out of Arsenal. Ozil has been thrown away. Aubameyang has been thrown away. So each and every player who has a very big ego into that dressing room has been thrown away by Mikel Arteta, something that has helped him to win all these games. Amid this him not bringing a centre forward into the January transfer window, we thought that maybe things wouldn't go in there because Arsenal needs sources of goals. But centre forwards have not given Arsenal goals, but Lacazette has given them assists, 7 assists this season, and he has only scored 4 goals this season. That means he has been involved in 11 goals. That's not a bad return for him because we have not known him for scoring goals. Look at Bukayo Saka. He's now at 12 goals this season. It shows you that he's scoring for fun and he is really going to score more. I even feel like for the very first time Bukayo Saka is going to make 20 goals this season because he has 2 in the UEFA Europa League. He has 2 goals. He has 9 in the Premier League and he has 1 in the EFL Cup. Those are 10, and the 2 others I think he scored them in the FA Cup. So I really believe that Bukayo Saka is going to come in here and score these goals. So I really think he's going to come in and score 20. Look at Emily Smith-Rowe. Emily Smith-Rowe too. He's scoring those goals. So if at all you don't have a centre forward who's going to come in and really give you those goals, then you need a player. You're the player that play wide on the wide flanks to come in and give you those goals, and that's what Arsenal is really going on. And look, in the Prem, Emily Smith-Rowe has 9 goals and Bukayo Saka has 9 goals, and I really believe that they are really going to score some 6-7 goals in there. So I'm 100% sure Arsenal is on fire and they're really going to go ahead and qualify for the Champions League. And this win against a team which goes by names of Aston Villa is a confirmation for them to go into the top 4 positions of the Prem, because when you look at United, they're having big egos, they have untouchables, they're having players that they expect to be doing well to the pitch, but they are not doing it. And trust me, it's United who handed over this position to Arsenal, because Manchester United had very many games to win, but they drew many. Drawing against Newcastle, drawing against Aston Villa, drawing against Watford, drawing against Southampton. That means Manchester United lost 8 points. Those games, United had to go in and get 3 points. So the game against Aston Villa, you remember that very well, United was in the lead for close to 70 minutes and they had 2 goals ahead. And guess what? Villa came up and really equalized that match, and the game ended level. What does that show you? Arsenal, that has played Aston Villa today, just needed one goal, and they had to defend that one goal, and they have really gathered 3 points. And United, who had 2 goals ahead of Aston Villa, couldn't keep that margin. And you saw the substitutions that Mikel Arteta made today. He showed us that he is a pro into the Champions League, into the Premier League. He knows what it needs to really defend a result, because he brought in the following. When you look, he brought in Nicola Pepe when he took off a player who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka. He brought in Edin Ketia because he needed some energy, because Lacazette was really dry. He was really naked. Rob Holding was brought in to really reinforce that central defense, and he had 4 central defenders in there, and Odegaard was taken off. So it shows you that he took off Odegaard and brought in Rob Holding to have a 5-man defense to make it hard for a team which goes by names of Aston Villa to get a goal. Aston Villa pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, but Arsenal said, no, you are going nowhere. So Bukayo Saka is the man of the match. I really believe that most of you are really going to vote for him. Go into the live chat and tell me, who do you think your man of the match is into this game of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, because Bukayo Saka's goal was Arsenal's 2000th Premier League goal, becoming the 3rd team to reach the milestone after Manchester United and Liverpool. It shows you that this young man is really so much on fire, and he's really helping Arsenal to go on and really do the needful in there. And when you look at Gabio Agbenoloha, was an ex-player for a side which goes by names of Aston Villa. You know him, he played very well. He has come out and said the best left back in the world would struggle against Bukayo Saka today in there. So they say that Bukayo Saka looked so much good onto the pitch because he cut inside a lot and he went for shots in there. But I really believe that, to me, after scoring that goal, he never really appeared. That's why I really believe that Odegaard, he's a player that most of people never noticed into this game, because Martin Odegaard completed 25 out of 25 passes. That is 100% accuracy. That means he never put a blind pass into this game. Martin Odegaard completed the most passes into the final third, that were 13, and created more chances, that is 2, than everyone else onto the pitch, combined 1 in the first half against Aston Villa. That is Martin Odegaard in there for you. So he is really to me one of the best players of Arsenal this season, and he has been so fundamental for this Arsenal side on winning this, because Arsenal have gone ahead to win 5 consecutive away matches in the Premier League for the first time since 2015, and the defense has been part of this. Odegaard has been key to this Arsenal side, because Arsenal beat Leeds 4-1, they beat Norwich 5-0, they beat Wolves 1-0, they beat Watford 3-2, and they've beaten Aston Villa by 1-0. This is a form of a team that shows you that it's fighting for what we call the top 4. And Arsenal have put in the fight. And I've always told you repeatedly that I support Manchester United, but I really believe that Arsenal deserves the top 4. Manchester United doesn't deserve the top 4 because they bottled it. Arsenal has kept on being consistent, and its consistency has paid off. See what Arsenal is going through. They're thriving, they're winning, and their players look like they want this more in there. There are no echoes into the dressing room. They look like they're a team to beat, and no team has really disrespected them, especially those that are below them, and Arsenal has beaten them a beating. When you look at their remaining games, Arsenal has now played, I think, 28 games. They're left with 10 games to go. So you expect Arsenal to come in and do the needful. Now, talk about Emily Smith-Rowe. Emily Smith-Rowe, having been disturbed by injury, we had not yet seen him start for Arsenal for a very long time, and I really believe that if at all Martinelli had not gotten ill, he was going to start into this game, because the form he really put up in the game of a team which goes by the names of Liverpool, you couldn't put him on bench. And Emily Smith-Rowe comes in, he plays very well, he ran that side very well. I like one thing about Emily Smith-Rowe, his directness. I really like it, especially while playing off that left flank in there. So Emily Smith-Rowe can come into this game, played very well, given 90 minutes amidst all what that has been happening on him, and he has really represented. I have a friend of mine who goes by the name of the Arsenal podcast. I told him way back that I really believe that Marcus Rashford won't go into the World Cup. and Emily Smith-Rowe is going to take over his spot, because Emily Smith-Rowe looks to offer something more than Marcus Rashford onto the pitch. Emily Smith-Rowe tracks back very well. He is so much decisive. His decision making is way beyond that of Marcus Rashford. When he gets that ball, he is not selfish. He only shoots on goal when he has no option. And because he was so much groomed to be a central attacking midfielder or a creative midfielder, each and every time he cuts inside, he has to first look, is Odegaard free? Is Bukayo Saka free? Or Lacazette? If any of those is free, what he does, he passes that ball to him. And the only time he shoots or goes for goal is when he is really in a condition when he cannot really pass that ball to any of those players. So I really believe that Emily Smith-Rowe is a bright future, and he holds a bright future for Arsenal, and it's going to be one of those big signings for Arsenal in there, and he's really going to do good things in there. Going to the live chat and tell me what you think about this result, who your man of the match was in there, because Thomas Partey versus Aston Villa, we already have his game by numbers: 88% passes accuracy, 88% passing accuracy, 55 touches, 9 times possessions won, 9 final third entries, 5 dwells, 2 out of 3 take-ons completed, 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 chance created, and 1 shot on target. That is Thomas Partey for you. And Thomas Partey, talking about Thomas Partey, he's one of those players that most Arsenal fans have always missed. Not missing him that has not been playing regularly, but they miss that Arsenal Partey whom they signed from Atletico Madrid. And I really believe that this season he has really come out and tried to show Arsenal fans that, oh, I'm still here, and I'm still here, and I'm going to give you those performances as to why you guys signed me in here. So Thomas Partey played very well, and all other players that were out of the pitch played in there very well, and they represented for Arsenal, and Arsenal is now into the 4th spot of the Premier League with 4 points ahead of Manchester United. Before we call it quits, allow me bring you the stats of this game. 8 shots by Aston Villa, 10 shots by Arsenal. 1 shot on target by Aston Villa, and 3 shots on target by Arsenal. It shows you how much Aston Villa was so much concealed by Arsenal. They really suffocated it, and they couldn't allow them to take a shot onto their goal, because Aston Villa have been averaging close to 3 or 4 shots on target this season. But Arsenal has really gone ahead to show them, please, you cannot go ahead and really be a threat to us like that. And Arsenal has really done. That's why I told you that the midfield of Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, and Granit Xhaka just took over the midfield of Maguire, Douglas Luiz, and Coutinho, a midfield that had really looked to be very much powerful either. So Arsenal overpowered them, and they couldn't create anything through the midfield. Even when Leon Bailey was brought on, he was inefficient. If at all you know Leon Bailey, he is a problem. He cuts inside. He is a mobile player. He plays off the left flank. He goes into the midfield. He goes into the centre forward role. He goes off the left flank. So he's very disturbing. But today, Arsenal put him to a silence, and Leon Bailey couldn't do anything as far as this game was concerned. I think Steven Gerrard was so much overpowered by the tactics of Mikel Arteta in there, because Mikel Arteta is really mastering this game, and being a student of Pep Guardiola, being close to 4 or 5 years with Pep Guardiola, he knows what it means in this run, because Arsenal can even go ahead and win the remaining games, because Mikel Arteta was at a team which goes by the Man City, which went ahead to win the Premier League in the season of 2018-2019, and you know that run, Man City only took that trophy because they managed to win the remaining 10 games ahead of Liverpool, and Liverpool won the remaining 10 games, and Man City were just 1 point ahead of Liverpool, and they won that Premier League trophy. So Mikel Arteta, being a student of Pep Guardiola, he knows this run better, and what you need to do to see to it that you get that in there. 46% possession for Aston Villa, 54% possession for Arsenal. I told you that Arsenal dominated this game in the midfield, and you all know that games are won and lost in the midfield. 429 passes by Aston Villa, 515 passes for Arsenal. I really believe they really put up very many in here. 84% passing accuracy and 86% 86% for Arsenal, 84 for a team which goes by the name of Aston Villa. 13 fouls by Villa, 14 by Arsenal. 3 yellow cards to both sides in there. It shows you that there was so much battling to the midfield that saw most of the midfielders for both teams getting booked. Thomas Partey was booked, and Granit Xhaka was booked too, and Cedric Soares was booked too for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. 0 red cards for both sides. 1 offside for both sides, 6 corners for Aston Villa, 5 corners for Arsenal in there for you. That has given Arsenal a run, and Arsenal are into the 4th position with 54 points in there for you with 10 games to go. That means Arsenal still has 30 points to collect. How many points are Arsenal going to collect out of the 30? Me and you are waiting to see you coming through and telling me what you think about this game in there, because Arsenal are left with 30 points in there, and let's wait and see in there how many are they going to collect out of the 30, because they still have to play Tottenham Hotspur, they still have to play Chelsea, they still have to play Manchester United. Even if they lose those 3 games, they win the remaining 7. I really believe that Arsenal will be far much placed into there, and the 4th place has been sealed today, and Arsenal is into the 4th position in there. So right now, tell me who do you think your man of the match is? Who do you think your man of the match is into this game? I really believe the man of the match for me, I think most of them are really going to go for Bukayo Saka. But Martin Odegaard put up a show that most of the people never noticed. All right, let's go with Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, my man of the match, because he really scored that 1 goal that gave Arsenal a lead and gave Arsenal this and Arsenal these 3 points. So I don't know who your man of the match is. Feel free to go into the live chat or comment section for those who are really going to watch this video after this live, and tell me who do you think your man of the match was. I go by the names of Rokani David, aka RD. Subscribe to Rokani Media Football. We sign out for now. See you later, and more stories are really coming up through. Remember, tomorrow there is an El Clasico between Real Madrid and Barcelona. I'm going to come up and do that preview live onto this channel. I'll sign out for now. May the Almighty God protect you. These are the Rokani Media Studios, and we are out for now.